show you how to use our new online setup tool. Okay, you would go to setup.5es.com/setup. Setup.5es.com/setup. Okay. Now, this is really important you follow through on what we're saying here, but basically what you can do is you search for the business by entering the business MID or the Clover ID. Okay. The MID you're probably familiar with. The Clover ID you can get by logging into the clover.com and just tapping on the inventory, and you'll see it up here, and here you'll see the MID, the Clover ID. Okay, but in my case, I'm going to use the Clover ID. Okay, again, you can use the MID. You do a search. If we find that business, we're going to put all the information about that business right here. Okay, that includes, see, this is the SaaS. It's a register SaaS in this case. The name of the business, the owner, the time zone, all of that's important to just let you know that you found the right business. We do recommend you watch all the videos on this site, like the video on dual pricings right here. This video in particular is very important. Okay, we do give you all 3 steps, just like you would on the device itself. Now, in this case, we've already used the blue pricing model, so you can see we can audit prices directly from this site. Now, auditing, what it means is if they're on the blue model and the prices were inflated, if those prices are incorrect or not inflated, there's various reasons, but this will make sure, it'll check every item and make sure every item was inflated, and it's safe to use. You can use it as many times as you need, okay? Revert prices, you would use this if you need to like go back and start all over again, change the model, or if you're gonna uninstall the app, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and revert prices right here. The manager PIN code, you want to make sure you have that. We do have a universal PIN code we can share with you if you email help@appheaven.us, help@appheaven.us, appheaven.us, and we can help you with that. We just want to make sure you know what you're doing. But basically, the PIN code normally would be the manager or admin PIN code for the business that you're trying to set up, okay? And so like right there, I just reverted prices. They do need to go to the Clover inventory and tap the sync button on the devices because sometimes Clover doesn't sync real quickly, okay? But basically, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start again with this particular business. And so you can set it up, you search for it right there. Step 1, you choose a pricing model. These colors are associated with the same as on the app. So let's say we pick this raise item prices for card. Enter the setup code, it's the same setup code in this case, and then you can choose the percent up to double decimals just like you do, and you tap submit. Step 1 is complete. Proceed to step 2. Step 2, you can choose the same service like you always do. I'm going to choose sit down restaurant, and then on step 3 you choose the hardware just like you would on the device itself, okay? And now here, this is very important, and they're saying to make sure you understand this, that all those devices that are being set up have to have access to the internet, and the business needs to tap on the CashPro app on each device, and then they need to choose the cash card permission on every Clover device. Now again, this would be for an example for the red model. Okay, remember that cash card permission must be selected on each device. If you fail to ask the business, or if the business fails to choose this cash card, you're going to have a lot of trouble and waste a lot of time, our time as well as yours. So please, please do not use this online setup if you're not willing or if you're not able to communicate with the business immediately to call them and ask them to tap on the CashPro app on each device and have them choose the cash card permission and choose always, okay? So that's super important, okay? Now, you can also send them a video so that they understand what dual pricing is, okay? We think that's really important for your business. And then you can tap push to all devices, and that's at the point where those devices are all ready to update, okay? So I'm gonna hit push to all devices, and it'll only work if there's active internet connection, okay? If somebody's business doesn't see the CashPro app on their device, that would be because that device is busy downloading a bunch of other apps. It might be brand new, or because that device is not connected to the internet, okay? So just make sure that you do take care of that. Now, you can choose step 1, 2, and 3, just like I shared, just like you can do on any device. If you choose the blue pricing model, you want to make sure that that they also tap on the inventory app on each device and tap the sync button. The reason is that Clover sometimes doesn't sync all the inventory immediately. Sometimes they take some time. So you want to make sure to sync every device immediately and then have them tap on the CashPro app. Okay, but that's pretty much all you do. If you need to make changes to the settings, you can come in here and make changes and just make sure you tap the save button. And then after you tap the save button, you still want to tap this push to all devices, okay? Because this is what's going to send those changes to all the devices when you're ready. Okay, that's it. That's how you use our online setup tool. We do recommend you talk to us, reach out, be very careful. And if you cannot communicate with the business, do not use this tool. You'll regret it because they're going to have problems, and those problems will multiply because you're not on site and you won't know what to do, and it'll waste a lot of your time as well as our time. Okay, so this is really meant to be used once you're an experienced user, you know what you're doing, and it can really save you a lot of time. Okay. But please reach out to us at help@appheaven.us if you have any questions or any suggestions or to report any bugs. This is brand new. Okay, so help@appheaven.us.